So today we are looking at the plan and execute agent, and it's basically starting with a user request. So the user has some kind of request which requires the agentic system to plan more thoroughly and have multiple tasks. And the user request is being sent to the planner agent. The planner agent then tries to generate a list of tasks based on what the user requested. So it has available agents which it can call during those tasks, and then also tells what the individual agent needs to do within this individual task. And the result of the planner agent is then the task list, and the task list is then forwarded towards the execution agent, which is basically executing the individual tasks. So basically one agent being called. This can, for example, call a React agent, basically an agent which can call tools. And whenever an agent is being executed, it returns the task result, so updates the state of the line graph, and then it's forwarded to the replanner. And the replanner basically gets what past steps has been already executed, what steps are currently planned for the user request, and then checks whether the upcoming tasks need to be replanned with regards to the user request. So basically evaluating whether the initial task list has been correctly planned, or whether we need to replan here and adjust the subsequent tasks which are still left to be executed in terms of that, let's say, past steps which has been already undertaken, that they didn't result in what the initial planner has thought. So this is then replanning still to be executed tasks, and this goes in cycles. So the replanner always tells whether there is more to be executed, like individual agents are then executed, and at some point when the user request is being fulfilled, the replanner then responds, okay, I do not need any replanning more, we can return the result to the user. And here also the responsibility of the replanner is to finalize the answer and summarize what the previous agent has been outputting to then forward the answer to the final user. This is super powerful in terms of the replanner can, while executing the original plan, think about whether this plan is still the best to be executed, and can then, as the name says, replan what still needs to be executed, so there is some flexibility in the actual workflow. This is, in my opinion, way more powerful than a supervising agent, because I often came into the pitfall of the supervisor then being stuck into repeatedly calling the same agent. But this is also super efficient in terms of that you can have a quite powerful LLM being the planner. So this is the part of the plan and execute framework which needs to be done by a quite powerful and large LLM, which is therefore also quite costly. Then the agent executing individual tasks can be quite small in terms of being quite specific for the certain task. But again, the replanner also needs to be then a large LLM, which has the cognitive capacity to evaluate whether we need to replan the original task list or we don't.